who else is making their return? It's going to be Dark Wizzy.
Yes!
Making it onto the stage for losers 8ths here of the Squad Strike Top 8 bracket. Going to be taking on Sonido, which I believe is actually a rematch from previously. I believe it was Sonido who sent Wizzy to losers.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'll have to look at that, because if so, that's spicy.
Hey.
Especially considering the character pools that
Right.
these guys have. I saw Sonido messing people up earlier, and yes, it was. In fact, Sonido did beat Dark Wizzy 2-1 earlier.
So
That's a good call by you.
Sonido, one of the premier players from the South, makes his home in Georgia. Really one of the best Sonics currently active in the US, but also very strong pocket Snake, very strong pocket Incineroar, making fantastic use of them throughout this bracket to show us his stuff. Dark Wizzy on the other side, representing the blue team with the blue character lineup, has that Joker, that Yoshi, and then of course the Dark Wizzy Mario.
Yeah, the Dark Wizzy Mario, the classic, and we're going to be seeing that second, which I see that Dark Wizzy has opted for a lot, right? To put the best character right smack dab in the middle, make sure you get a lot of value out of him, but how is he going to make value out of this Joker? So far, he's just been taking a whole lot of hits and really didn't get anything out of Arsene there. Great chase by Sonido.
Fantastically played by Sonido, chasing Wizzy off of the down throw, using that F-tilt to get the kill, but be careful, Sonido, because Wizzy's going to take you for a ride right here. Tries to come back down to the stage and actually does so successfully. Very well positioned by Sonido.
They said we got to save Marvel too, but Dark Wizzy's doing it all himself right now, taking you for a ride. Now, okay, I love that he is not trying to hit the Snake shield at all, because Snake out of shield, very, very dangerous. Has stuff like the down air, the back air, whole lot of things that can threaten you quick. But Dark Wizzy, although he's being safe, sometimes you can't avoid the trades with Snake.
Right, not going to be able to catch that back air, though, all the way up at the top blast zone. So Sonido is still holding on to the stock, and Snake, especially Snake with rage. And what was that? Gets the jab, dash back, dash forward. And then again, fantastic positioning by Sonido, and Wizzy maybe looking a little bit lost against this. Oh my goodness, destroys both of them!
And now we get a nice long look at Pokemon Stadium 2. If you're Sonido, that's worth it every time. He is icy on the Snake.
That's a nice Pokeball. I like that Pokeball.
I like this Pokeball. Incineroar doesn't like his because he's out to fight.
Going to get that Alolan Whip, a lot of damage put onto Dark Wizzy, pushed back. Maybe having a little bit of trouble getting in. I like the idea of Wizzy, though, to anchor with the Yoshi. It's the heaviest character of his 3. So going to be trying to live as long as possible on that anchor. But against a character like Incin, well, he just doesn't care. Oh my goodness, the double
Sonido does not care. He's playing Incineroar like I do, which is throw caution to the wind, throw out the command grab that's active for what seems like a calendar month. Oh my god, the reverse hit at the nair as well. Sonido, pressure the entire game. Dark Wizzy never got a second to breathe. That's crazy.
Absolutely insane gameplay from Sonido throughout that. It's just his Snake. He doesn't even main Snake. We didn't even get to see his main. The Sonic didn't even make an appearance during that game. That's how solid Sonido's secondaries are.
And honestly, I'll say this, that's really, really huge. Fighting against Dark Wizzy, who, you know, to his own admission and to observation, kind of struggles out of the gate when it comes to a set, right? That game 1 is definitely a place where he struggles and he tries very hard to pick up information that he can use for later. He's such a neutral monster, right? And I don't know, to not give him any data on the Sonic, right, if he's just playing off of the previous set's data from when they played earlier today, that's really, really big for Sonido. And Dark Wizzy's thinking, man, I got to change something. How about the colors?
Right. I mean, I think there's that quote, I don't remember where I saw it, but it's just Dark Wizzy doesn't play Mario, he plays neutral. And what Sonido has done here is just taken that option away from him, really. Just so much constant pressure, so much constant advantage from him that Wizzy hasn't had the chance to catch his breath.
And Wizzy especially loves to play by the mantra of, you know, don't get hit, right? As long as you're not getting hit, you're not losing, but that was so hard for him to play against the Snake, right? Where try as you might, hitting a couple of grenades or trading with some of those long-lasting hitboxes is just inevitable every now and then. And also I noticed that Dark Wizzy changing up the strategy to lead with the Yoshi, trying to match up against the Snake a little bit better. But, I mean, even though that will help him get back on stage a little bit more, and like you said, Last, the survivability is huge, he still has not been able to maintain anything substantial against Sonido yet.
Hasn't really been able to find an opportunity to get something started. Tries for the jab reset there, but Sonido doesn't even let him take that. Instead puts more pressure on him. Wizzy with the chasing fair, though, onto the platform and a great parry into an up air. Now at least he has control of the neutral, but no, just a simple roll, and Sonido, well, he's in control again.
Yeah, down throw against Yoshi, as you can see, into the forward tilt is going to confirm at that percent. So, you know, and it's different against every character. MVD has a whole chart that you can see that he made years ago for this game. It's crazy. Oh my god, speaking of crazy, Dark Wizzy didn't even see the C4. Yeah, nobody saw it. He put a cloaking device.
Got hidden on the Kalos stage, but 125. Wizzy should be able to take the stock very soon, but, well, Sonido going to milk it for everything it's worth with that little bit of extra credit. Great falling bear to prevent Wizzy from finding the hit he wanted as well.
Man, the grenades, such great stuff too. Being able to control the stage at will, right? Not let Dark Wizzy get comfortable. And yeah, not even comfortable when he should have an advantage, right? The snake off stage. Sonido all of a sudden is biting back. He's like Harper.
152, full rage, gets that back throw onto Dark Wizzy, tries for the down smash to 2-frame. Not able to find it, but the next big hit very well might kill. No, wow, Sonido's still alive.
Yeah, just a snake. Like you were talking about, being survivable in Squad Strike is very, very big. Whether that's on lead or on anchor, both of them can be very, very helpful. And in the case of the snake, look at how much work he did. A full stock in 113 on top of it. One hit from Incineroar does this, and he wanted to show up.
Yeah, one Alolan Whip, one mistimed aerial by Wizzy getting caught by it. Could spell disaster. He's got to be so careful on his approach. And, oh, it's going to be the no-hit off of it. Sonido wanted the 2-frame. I've seen a lot of Incins do that. I've seen SkyJ do it a lot, where if you're right by the ledge, they won't do the hitbox. They'll let you fall instead and see if you, like, mash an air dodge or something along those lines. So very, very smart by him.
And it depends on the situation too, right? Because I think that at that percent, Sonido also wanted to make sure that he didn't stale the side B so that no matter where he grabs the Mario, he'll be able to kill him with it. But regardless, it's not the Alolan Whip taking the stock, it's the forward air. And it's one of the deceptive things about Incineroar. He's very slow, but he's got great jump height, so he can reach you vertically very quickly.
All right, Incineroar actually, oh, wow, great DI from Wizzy to escape from that. Incineroar actually the slowest character in the game in terms of run speed.
And kind of by far also.
By a lot in that case. So Wizzy trying to make use of Joker's superior ground speed here to just box him out a little bit. Every single time Sonido finds an opening, it's so much damage. Goes for the ledge trump there. Wizzy with the great awareness to get the back air catch. Now, we finally get to see the Sonic coming out. We'll see what he can actually make happen, though.
Yeah, Sonido is one of those players with the Sonic that, like you said, there is always going to be some kind of pressure on you, whether it's that you feel the need to approach him or whether he's right up in your face. He utilizes that speed better than anybody. And look at that. Even when he just gets one hit on the shield, he is relentless. Dark Wizzy can't regain that shield and play neutral.
Right, look at how much pressure Sonido puts, like you said, off of one homing attack. Wizzy had no idea when it was safe to drop shield, and wow, using the spring to chase all the way off. Look at Sonido's movement here.
He is all over the place, and just Dark Wizzy's never going to get a second to be comfortable.
Dead.
And yeah, he was locked out of grabbing the ledge with that tether too far out and too quick from that last one, so Sonido will go up that 2-0 and just a very, very clean and clear 2-0 right now.
That was ridiculous. I don't even think we talked about it last game, how Sonido really didn't give Wizzy the opportunity to get a read on that Sonic anchor. And I don't think he gave him the opportunity here either. Sonido was just so swinging out of the gate is the best way to describe that. Like right off the bat, right after Wizzy, putting so much pressure on him. Didn't give him any chance whatsoever to get his feet underneath him. And you can see it, Wizzy's a little bit shaken.
Yeah, I mean, and what do you do when your opponent's so tricky, right? And especially when you feel like you can never land a kill. The only kill that Wizzy, I feel like, has gotten under like 130% against anything of Sonido's was that back air against the Incineroar, right, with the Joker. Right. And that required a very particular setup off stage to make happen. So we've got to see him more confident in those combos. And I think we've said this before, you know, on a tournament-wide scale before, that sometimes what Wizzy can struggle with is building up that crazy early damage, right? The combos aren't always there from him, and that is exactly what he needs to step up in these games.
Right, but well, a good start, a better start than we've seen in previous games from Dark Wizzy here, getting Sonido up above triple-digit percents before losing his first stock. It is going to be the back throw, though, and Sonido just continuing to put pressure, but a great chase. Down smash from Wizzy, taking out that first stock.
And this is what we've been missing from Dark Wizzy, right? Again, even though he doesn't always have the biggest combos, he always finds a way to set up stocks, and putting people in awkward positions where they feel like they're suffocated and handicapped a little bit, that's his specialty. And that stock he took was the perfect example of what Dark Wizzy is as a player.
Oh my goodness,
Man.
What an F-tilt. That cross chop going to catch Wizzy jumping from ledge and evaporate that stock.
I hit him with the pizza time. Poked at him right there with that forward tilt. Now Dark Wizzy all of a sudden with the Mario, he's the one keeping on the pressure, did want to respect the Alolan Whip, didn't want to lose an early stock. When he finally gets to play with the lead, he hasn't been able to do that all set yet.
Right, one thing that I think is pretty interesting is that, ooh, wow, dash back F smash from Wizzy. I was about to say that we really haven't seen Sonido like use revenge at all, interestingly, especially against those like fireballs being thrown out from Wizzy. But it didn't end up mattering, did get taken out there by the dash back F smash, and now the Sonic coming out. Wizzy self-proclaimed as one of the best players against Sonic with his Mario, that is. We'll see if that holds true.
I mean, you know, going to the Flood, a risky play. I know Sonic's afraid of water, but it's not like he went, oh no, I'm gonna die now. Like, he's fine. It doesn't do damage to him.
Regardless, almost gets caught by the spin dash fair there, but Sonido opting for the bear, thinking Wizzy was going to hold in, trying to chase up onto that top platform, but a great double, triple up air. Sonido taking a little bit too much damage for his own comfort, hemorrhaging a bit here. Needs to take down the Mario and get up against the Joker before Wizzy finds too much of a lead.
Yeah, I love the way that, oh my god, love that recovery from Dark Wizzy going high. And he's just kept this game so smooth, so slow. Really, really hard for Sonido to really rack up tons of momentum, because when he's not got the lead, again, he's got to respect Dark Wizzy having that lead, can't trade out with him too much because he's still got the Joker to get through after the Mario. So, oh yeah, one little whiff and that's it.
You don't have the Joker to get through after the Mario. There is no after the Mario because Wizzy gets a beautiful F smash off of that, like you said, whiffed F tilt, gets the kill, and actually takes a game. So now we get to see what Sonido's counter pick is, and that's a scary, scary prospect.
Yeah, I think that Kalos was definitely doing a lot of damage to Sonido's characters, right? Particularly the Snake doesn't get crazy ledge traps with the mortars and things like that, and also it's a little bit more difficult for Incineroar to make up space on a big stage like Kalos, right? Being so slow, like you mentioned, not able to lock people down. So if you go somewhere even a little bit smaller, yeah, maybe Sonic likes Kalos, but Sonic's not the one that's been making you money in the set.
Right, it's actually been the vast majority either Snake or Incin. I think it would actually be pretty hard to call it, like, which one of these two characters has done the most work, but it's definitely one of the two. We haven't seen a ton of the Sonic. Keep in mind, though, it's Sonido's counter pick for the next 2 games.
Yeah.
So he's definitely, like, in...
Mango won twice on FD, though, so, you
This
know.
isn't Melee.
Yeah. Throw me a bone here, last. Come on.
we're not going there. And this also, Wizzy has bans. It's
That's
not
true.
like best of 5s in Melee.
No,
where
that's true.
where you have no bans. So very, very, very different. We're not going to discuss that.
I suppose we're not, but we will discuss this game 4. Small Battlefield is going to be the counter pick here for Sonido, so Snake gets back to being able to ledge trap very effectively, right? Those ledges are opened up, and also really, really good platform coverage from him as well. But Incineroar on this smaller stage, right? Not so wide as Kalos or Pokemon Stadium 2 or anything like that. Now, wherever Dark Wizzy is, he's going to have to start respecting what Incineroar can do.
Right. I really like the choice from Sonido to not only counterpick the small battlefield, but also open up with Incineroar. Shows a lot of confidence in his early kill confirms. 70% on Dark Wizzy. Starting to get towards where it's very dangerous to be off stage against Incin because one Alolan Whip spells doom. But really nice wave bounce neutral beast, just keeping Sonido guessing at where his position's going to be. And Maybe a little bit of missed timing, I'm not sure.
Yeah, definitely a mistimed. It's different for every character, the timing, because it depends on your hitbox size. This time he's tuned it in. You should be hitting that pretty much every time as an Incineroar player, but, you know, we'll give it up for Sonido because this isn't his main, right? But, again, getting those kills is very important. You can't just shield grab that. He will get pushed a little bit too far, so now it's dead even.
Shield broken, right?
True, yeah, you'll take that any day.
Wizzy gets the drag down with the back air, follows up with the up air on shield, trying to take the stock out, but at 143, Sonido still breathing.
Playing it so carefully. Forward throw might be able to do it, and it will. Even perfect, the guy from Dark Wizzy can't save him.
Wow. It's insane that Sonido just, I mean, rage was a factor, but even then, on the ledge, F throw killing.
Every throw is a kill throw except for that down throw, man. I mean, Incineroar,
I'm aware.
If he grabs you, it's damage, and even right here, you can see just one hit leads to so much damage. Dark Wizzy cannot escape. I know he's a wrestler. I didn't know he was a juggler, too.
Getting all of those up airs, but one mistimed lowland whip too far back, and Wizzy punishes it quickly with that up smash. Now, though, has the Mario coming up against the Snake. Gonna try and make something happen here. Sonido has a lot of very, very good positioning here. As long as he can manage to keep up his control of center stage. I was a little bit scared for him there for a second.
And might be scared for him now going back off stage, but Dark Wizzy puts him right back on once the guaranteed damage. Didn't really want to try and overextend himself off stage because, again, now that those platforms are opened up, you can see the ledge trapping much better. I love parrying that, though, and also able to reflect the mortar. Dark Wizzy, all of a sudden, seems like he's figured out a way to fight against that Snake. Maybe the change of scenery is what he needed. And again, like you said last, the Mario looks really good against the Sonic sometimes.
It does indeed, but 153. That rage is going to be not a lot of the combo confirms are going to work out all that well for Wizzy. And he's just one nice hit away from death. So it's just going to be about building up as much chip damage as he can. Tries to chase with that up air. Sonido with the fair, putting Wizzy off stage. Wants that 2-frame F smash, but can't find it.
Man, it's clear just how clean and practiced the movement is with the Mario from Dark Wizzy. We see him perfectly auto-canceling tons of moves all in a row. Really hard for Sonido to find an opening when he can't whiff punish anything right, and Dark Wizzy will lose the stock here. It's down to the 1v1. The Joker will have to do it, but an 80% advantage. We'll see if the Joker is practiced enough to make it happen.
That Mario served its purpose. It did all the damage it needed, took the stocks where it needed, and a great Rebels guard from Wizzy. Just to avoid getting knocked back, avoid losing positioning, and then the gun right afterwards. A little bit more damage never goes amiss in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, getting the extra Arsene off the Rebels guard too, very nice, and might not even need the Arsene the way that he's playing right now. If he keeps Sonido at the ledge, granted it's very hard to do against the Sonic as you're seeing, but you put him over there, it's only, a drag down or a smash attack away from making this happen.
Wizzy knows that. You saw him going for that fair one. You know for a fact that Wizzy wants that fair one drag down up air. Going off to the back throw to take control of center stage and catches Sonido's landing as he tries to come back. The fantastic back air. Game 5. Who would have thunk it after watching game 1 and 2?
Yeah, it definitely looks so Sonido favored. And the game 2 was starting to look a little bit more like Dark Wizzy was figuring things out. But, man, these last two have been very, very solidly Dark Wizzy favored. And, again, like with that last set that we watched between... we saw Mudace and, why am I already forgetting who, and Aaron, yeah, of course. Those two went to game 5. Now we get another game 5 between two amazing players, and I don't know, man. I mean, Dark Wizzy looking very, very clean, much more comfortable with his characters, especially with the Mario, where it seemed like, earlier on, he looked like he was getting caught out of position a lot. He wasn't able to really leverage the matchup against Snake very well, but at that time, the movement was so clean, he was hard to lock down, and I'd love to see if he can turn that into a Game 5 win, make the reverse 3-0 happen, or if Sonido can screech the momentum back into his favor.
It's going to be very, very difficult, though. Back to small battlefield, I don't know if I agree with this, but Sonido this time starting off with the Snake again, back to his old tricks.
Yeah, against the Yoshi, You know, I think the reliable damage is very important that Snake is going to allow you to, even though Yoshi doesn't really mind Snake sitting back and camping as much. Once you get him into that close quarters game, so long as you're not getting caught jumping into the air. Wow. As I say that, just a forward air and neutral, sure, why not? Whatever works.
I mean, that worked very obviously, so.
Ooh, and that works too! Dude, okay, so just like Wizzy caught the high recovery from Sonido to end that last game, Sonido fires back in turn, catches him going to the platform. Dark Wizzy also wants to make a statement. We'll see if he can get an earlier stock on the Snake like he did with the Mario in that last game.
He is going to get caught by that bear on stage, though. When Wizzy popped up by the grenade, still has the awareness to throw out that back air to keep Sonido away from him. Gets the down smash, but it's still not enough to kill. Sonido's still holding on to this stock. Gets that little extra bit of chip damage. Every bit is needed.
Yeah, and great placing there from Dark Wizzy to make sure that he's still in the game. But chip damage against a Mario, especially as an Incineroar, going to be very important. Especially we've seen just how hard it is for Sonido to get his hands on Dark Wizzy. We've seen that Dark Wizzy is very, very good at spacing exactly outside of that maximum burst range. That time, though, getting caught for jumping, that is where Sonido has done so much good work with the Incineroar, is catching people in the air. But this time, it's going to be death for sure.
Taken for a ride. That's the Mario classic right there. But wow! Sonido not letting Wizzy get the better of him for very long, just immediately comes off the Angel platform and throws out that F smash to take him down. And now look at this juggle. This could be disaster.
Yeah, one hit that Sonido gets could lead to absolutely anything for him against Dark Wizzy's secondary Joker, right? This is Sonido's main, as I'm sure you can tell by the tag. And it's Game 5 last stock, so the next one taken wins. And Dark Wizzy definitely wants to build up some damage before Arsene arrives so that he can maximize his usage. Even now, I think that he's happy to take... Oh, wait a second.
Opts for the down smash just for the angle, and oh my goodness! Sonido with the 2-frame F smash going to result in him moving on to loser's quarters.
And look at the practice from Sonido, knowing exactly when to let that fist fly. It got big, and he gets big right now, moving on into loser's quarters of Squad Strike. Hey, Dark Wizzy was looking good, especially near the end of that set, but just could not close it out. And he's going to be out at 7th.
7th place, not too shabby, though, for Squad Strike singles tomorrow. Definitely looking good for Wizzy. He's shown himself quite a few times recently. Some people were claiming that he was a little bit washed after Summit. Clearly not the case.
I don't know about that. I don't know about washed. Dark Wizzy's still really good, y'all, and I think you better remember that.
Absolutely, but that is going to be it for Pool 1 in the top 32 section of Squad Strike. But
yep.
All right, so we do have one quick thing to let you all know about before we get further into this top 8, and that is, of course, Main Stage. It's being brought to you by the lovely, lovely people at Beyond the Summit, same people who are allowing us to stream this event on their channel. You might have heard of them. Main Stage is going to be presented to you in Ontario, California, not Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, California, please.
Make sure you get that right at the Ontario Convention Center in SoCal. The most important thing, of course, is that there will be 6 qualifier spots each for Smash Ultimate Summit 4 and Smash Summit 12. So 6 for Melee, 6 for Ultimate. If you're a top player who's looking to get into Summit without going through that insane voting phase, you need to be at Main Stage so that you can qualify ahead of time. You can register ahead of time.
The easier way.
It's very much the easier way. So if you want to get yourself registered so you can make sure you have your spot and your shot, head on over to bts.gg/mainstage.
Yeah, get your spot, get your shot. I like that. That's a nice tagline from Mainstage.
That was off the dome.
Off the dome. Yeah, quick, easy one to do. But hey, guys, we're going to be taking a quick break here. Going to show you guys a little bit of commercials, a little bit of what we do around here and who's helping us put on this event. But make sure you don't miss any more of the event because we're going to be right back here on BTS Smash. Don't change the channel because more Squad Strike is coming up.